Always tracking, always alerting. This is Next Weather.
Everybody talking about the headlines for the next few days, and a couple here as far as our rain chances. Unlike the zeros we have for the weekend, we're back. And in fact, not so much today, certainly, but tomorrow, coverage about 30 to 40%. I think it'll be the best chance we get at rainfall that accumulates here. And after that, we'll just have passing and flying showers and storms off towards the west. These easterly winds really keeping us cooler, but also taking the storms away. But feels like temperatures, at least for a couple hours, will start getting back into the triple digits. And if we start getting into the 105 plus range, that's what the Weather Service will put out the heat advisories for us. 219 million residents across the U.S. are under some kind of heat alert, and we weren't today. So that's a whole different ballgame there, and it tells you how backward the setup is here. But there are rain chances coming down after tomorrow and then going back up, but that won't be until next week, where I think we'll finally get in on a stormier pattern here. We need the rainfall. We don't like it on the weekend, and it looks like things will work out once again. A lot of Saharan dust out there this weekend is gone. Moisture tracker also showing a lot of holes here, so it's not going to be, you know, this big surge of tropical moisture, and that's why the coverage is going to stay at about 20%. You need all the ingredients. You need the moisture, you need the heating of the day, you need the sea breezes or something else to lift the storms, which we had last week, that low. But this week, not much of all of that. So let's check in on Rain Tracker tomorrow. The steering currents are going to play in our favor. They're going to be much slower, so you can see showers and storms developing across the whole metro here. So don't be surprised and if that catch you off guard. This will involve lightning as well, and then it'll head off towards the Gulf Coast. It's going to be a similar setup for Wednesday, but the problem on Wednesday is the currents are so fast that eventually they'll book out towards the Gulf and won't give us much of accumulated rainfall. We'll still have a few showers in the morning. So we check in on the tropics, things changing right towards the end of July into August. That's when things start to ramp up here. Don't see anything yet, but there are a few tropical waves that will come off the eastern Atlantic here, and they may have some room here for a development. There's still a lot of dust out there, but we'll watch them closely. Nothing from the NHC as far as anything over the next 7 days. So we're looking pretty good as we check in on the 7-day forecast. We'll talk about chances for rain staying at 30 to 40% tomorrow, but then much lower as the heat continues into the weekend.